Have you ever found yourself, obsessively checking for likes on a post? Or maybe second guessing what you're wearing? Or just replaying a conversation over and over in your head, just worrying about what somebody else thought? It's like this modern obsession we all have, this constant nagging need for validation. But what if the solution isn't some new app or self-help trend, but a 2,000-year-old philosophy? All right, let's dive in and unpack the Stoic secret to finally breaking free. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius totally nailed this paradox centuries ago. Just think about it for a second. We all inherently want what's best for ourselves, right? And yet, we so often hand over the power to judge our own worth to other people, sometimes to people we don't even know online. This quote really just perfectly frames the core problem that we're going to tackle here. So to find the cure, we've got to go back, way back, to the very beginning of Stoicism, to its founder, a guy named Zeno of Citium. Now, Zeno was apparently a super self-conscious young man, just constantly worried about his reputation. So his teacher, Crates, decided to cure him with a lesson he would literally never forget. And it all involved a pot of soup. Okay, so this therapy, it came in 4 pretty wild steps. First up, the shameful task. Crates makes Zeno carry a big clay pot that's just brimming with lentil soup. Then comes the public walk. He had to carry this thing right through the Kerameikos, which was like the busiest, most crowded part of ancient Athens. Can you just imagine the stares and the whispers? Next, the pot smashes. Crates just takes his staff and boom, shatters the pot, leaving poor Zeno dripping in soup. But all of this led to the final, most important step, liberation. In that moment of absolute, total public shame, he realized he survived. The fear? It was just gone. So what's the lesson from Zeno's messy soup cure? Well, it's not to go around spilling soup on yourself, obviously. It's about realizing that the judgment we're so afraid of is mostly just in our own heads. The story teaches us to stop looking outward for approval and to start building our own internal measure of worth. Let's call it an inner scorecard. And this, right here, is the fundamental shift in mindset you have to make. See, every single time you worry about what other people think, you are literally handing them the scoreboard of your life. You're letting them decide if you won or lost that day. The Stoic argument is so simple and so powerful. Take back the scoreboard. You are the only one who's qualified to keep score for your own life. This contrast really gets to the heart of it all. On one side, you've got the outer scorecard. This thing is driven by external validation, likes, promotions, compliments. It's totally based on what other people think, which is so unstable and completely uncontrollable, and it just causes massive anxiety. But then, on the other side, you've got the inner scorecard. This is based on your principles, your effort, your character. It's judged by you and you alone. And that, right there, is the path to real self-reliance and peace. So when you start using that inner scorecard consistently, you unlock what the Stoics basically considered a superpower. And no, it's not about being cold or emotionless. It's this targeted, strategic indifference that gives you an incredible amount of freedom. And that superpower is called apatheia. Now, hang on, that doesn't mean apathy, as in I don't care about anything. Not at all. It actually means a state of mind where you are not disturbed by things that are outside of your control. It's the principle of choosing not to have a strong emotional opinion on things like external events or other people's judgments because, well, you can't direct them anyway. It is the ultimate application of the inner scorecard. So, how do we actually put this into practice? Okay, first, focus only on your own actions and your own intentions. That's the only area you truly command. Second, you have to accept what you cannot change. And yet, that includes the fleeting opinions of other people. You can't control their thoughts, so you got to stop trying. Third, and this is a big one, consciously let go of the need for their approval. It's one thing to want it, but needing it puts you in a cage. And finally, you find freedom in that indifference to those external outcomes. The result is the exact same freedom Zeno felt when that pot of soup smashed. It's the freedom of knowing their judgment has no real power over you. Which brings us right here to our final thought. Look, this isn't just some ancient theory. It's a daily practice. So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. What is one specific opinion from someone else, maybe a coworker, a family member, or even just some stranger online, that you can consciously decide to drop from your list of concerns, starting right now? That decision, that's your first step toward building your inner scorecard and reclaiming your peace of mind.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.